And we are live. Hello, everybody. Hope you can all hear me well. Check the microphone. And this is Claude Diamond, Beer with Claude. And we're going to have some fun today. We're going to drink some beer, going to talk about stuff. I'm in Winter Park, Colorado, and it is snowing here. It looks like Christmas and Hanukkah and everything else. Oh, I got a friend who joined me today, Mr. Yang. How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing, Cloud?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Oh, really?
I'm not getting any audio.
It says my mic's working. I don't
Okay,
know.
there we go. Now we got you.
Okay, cool.
Did you bring a beer with you?
No, I didn't.
Can I buy you a beer? Do you like beer?
No, I'm not really.
You're not a beer drinker?
Yeah, I'm not really drinking.
Well, good. This is you just bought my package, right? You heard me on Bill Tan's show the other day.
Correct. Yes.
Thank you, by the way.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. And if you have any questions or role plays or anything, I'll be glad to do that with you today.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, super. Give me a minute. I just want to introduce. We're simultaneously broadcasting on Periscope, on YouTube Live, on 4 of my different pages on Facebook. So we're gonna have a lot of people come on and follow us today, and we talk about beer. This is kind of a loosey-goosey kind of fun broadcast I do every Friday. I also do a Monday broadcast for my students, which you're entitled to use, by the way. You're in California, so it'd be 9 o'clock on Monday.
In the morning?
In the morning, 9 o'clock. And if you can't attend, you're going to get a recording. And Mr. Todd is even here. How you doing there, Todd? Can we hear you?
Good.
There you are. How you been, young man? Good.
Pretty good. I can't complain.
Yeah, I have nothing. I complain about nothing. I think life is good. I mean, except for riots, hurricanes, pandemics. What else do we have out here? I mean, Rick, you are in a dark place, man. Wherever you are. Oh, it's Rick Prenge. How you doing, Rick?
Good, sir. I'm in the car.
Oh, okay, Rick. You don't have to wear your face mask. We're only streaming.
I'm going back inside the mall.
Okay, you guys know my face mask, right? I finally found a use for the Crown Royal whiskey bag. Isn't that great? Got a good use for that. You know that whiskey bag, Crown Royal, my favorite whiskey. Anybody here like whiskey? This is not a meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous, obviously. It's amazing to me. I did public speaking on the Los Angeles Real Estate Investors Association, Bill Tan's club. And I think we had 60, 70 people online. And we did that right through Zoom. And I must have got, oh my gosh, close to 50 emails the next day, because I told everyone I was going to give them a free package of let's see, a couple of videos on gut selling, a couple my books, and also a what else did I give? Oh, my mind maps. I had a bunch of mind maps on sales and lease purchasing. I threw in there too on there. So it was really good. Why is public speaking so important if you're going to be marketing and you want warm leads, quality leads? Why is public speaking a good strategy?
So people can know what you do and, get to know you a little bit more. Once they start contacting you, they are obviously already interested in the stuff you talked about.
Exactly. You can mail postcards. You can do a lot of text marketing. You can buy a lot of lists, but those people don't know who you are, do they? And so you can buy all these lists from all these different companies. My take is I'd rather have 2, 3, 4, 5 quality phone calls a day from people who know who I am, who have a pain or a problem. And let me talk to those guys using my gut sales method, rather than spending a lot of money chasing a lot of people who don't want to talk to me, who don't know who I am. Does that make sense? Is that crazy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to talk. This is called Beer with Claude. I did something really. This is a Miller High Life 6-pack. But I went. Did you ever go in the supermarket and you can pick 6 of your favorite beers and put them in a 6-pack?
Huh.
That's what I did. That's what I did today. I got a Deutsches Black Porter. I got a Longboard, which is a Hawaiian beer, lager. I got a phenomenal good beer from Colorado called Blue Moon. I believe it's Colorado. Somebody help me out here. Is that from Colorado? It's a Belgium-style beer. Yes, Boulder, Colorado. Did you ever get to see this beer? It's where you get
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
Oh, yeah, it's a good beer. Here's a phenomenal beer. It's from the Odell Brewing Company, another Colorado beer. And this is an IPA. And this is a great Midwestern beer for you guys who love. It's from Boulevard Brewing Company. It's called Tank 7. A friend of mine, James Dunwoody, sent me a 6-pack of this once. It was a phenomenal beer. It's an American Saison, and it's just a wonderful full-flavored beer. And here's one of my best, newest discoveries, Upslope. They're from Boulder, Colorado. This is a lager. Just a wonderful beer. So I got this 6-pack of all these different. Which one should I drink tonight? Help me out.
Which one you like the most?
I don't know. I love trying different beers and things like that. I think I'll start with a lighter. I think I'm going to start with the Blue Moon. How's that?
Blue Moon is good.
Blue Moon's a good beer. What are you guys drinking? Anybody else drinking besides me? Did anybody have a good? I had a good week, a good month. I've had a good year. In spite of all this crap with the pandemic and the politics and everything, I had a darn good year. We're gonna pay some serious taxes this year. This was a good year for our business. Let's see what the pour looks like here. Oh, look at that! Woo, foamy. I like the foam.
Did you got the orange with it? With the blue one?
No, I didn't. I don't have an orange. I have a carrot. I have some. I have some edamame. Does anyone here like edamame besides me? I love edamame. It's soybeans, basically.
Yes.
Good food. Got my little jar of hummus here. What do we have in front of me? It looks like looks like I have a background here on my screen. Let me see if I can fix that. My settings here. Give me 1 second, guys. I got a green screen on here, I think. That's why. Okay. Is that much clearer? And then also munchies. I always get a bowl every night of pistachios, pretzels, blue chips, and I love peanuts. I love peanuts. Anybody else like munchies besides me?
Me too.
There we go. Anybody else got a toast with me here? I've got James. James, where are you? I see a black screen there.
Yeah, it's dark in my vehicle, so.
Turn on. Okay. Oh, you're driving right now.
Well, I'm parked right now, but.
Well, turn on a light. Let's see that handsome face.
Let's see if I can get some light.
There we go.
I don't know.
Hey, that's it. James said that shit will get you drunk. So, what's your point? Is that a James Dunwoody?
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't recognize you, James. Look what I bought today.
I know. That stuff will get you tore up.
Oh, that's good food. But I started out with the Blue Moon. So anyway, I want to make a toast to all you good people who are watching out there, and you guys who are joining me tonight. A toast to a happy, healthy, very healthy, and prosperous 2021.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Got some waters.
Cheers.
This is a good beer. This is a weird beer. Almost okay. It's got a little honey taste to it. That's interesting. I like that.
What are you drinking?
It's Blue Moon, Belgian Blue Moon. This is a Belgium wheat. This is a very unique. Have you ever had it? It's
yeah,
I've had it. I had it a long time ago. What do you think?
Yeah, put a lemon in it.
Gives it a little bite, a little contrast.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you put in, like on the Boulevard wheats, when you put the orange in there, it's kind of like the same thing. You know, just kind of give it a little citrus taste.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the infamous or famous James Dunwoody here. This guy's a real rootin' tootin' investor. This is a guy you can ask questions. You can learn a lot from a guy like him. I'm glad you joined us today, James. James, how was your year 2020 in terms of business?
I mean, it was pretty good. The months I worked, but I mean, yeah, some of my months were like the best months I've ever had.
Which month was that?
It was either August or September. I want to say it was September.
We do you keep track of? We keep track of not only annual but month to month, going back 15 plus years. I've been in business 30 years, and we track it now every month. So going into December, okay, what did I do last year in December? What did I do 5 years, 10 years ago? This October, we set a record, the best October we've had in the last 15 years. November was very good. Was the best November we've had since 2009. And December is turning out to be good. You know, it surprised me. Go ahead, Jane.
I was just gonna say we got a lot in the pipeline for our December already too. Like last month was a little slower, but this month's got a good start, and you know we've got things lined up for. I mean, the right into the new year is going to be huge.
Tell everybody, do a quick summary: where you live, what you do, how you do it. Give us, share with the folks what kind of a businessman, investor you are.
So I primarily do wholesale. So we just do a ton of marketing, and I've got, you know, kind of a small team. I've got a partner, and then I've got like 4 VAs that just make calls and send texts and do all that stuff all day for me. And yeah, I mean, we primarily do wholesale, and then I'll do some fix and flips throughout the year. And then I try to do, you know, as many creative finance deals as I can, whether they're subject to or lease options or just a seller finance type deal. We just closed on one today that was like that. Yeah, I mean, we do quite a bit.
What was the best deal? What was the best fix and flip you did this year?
Well, this year was not the best of those. So, like last year, my last year was really bad on them. I just had a bunch of contractors that just went to shit, and so I was kind of cleaning up that. So I didn't really have. I don't know what the best one was. I tried not to look too close at those numbers because I know a couple of them I lost on just because of time that I had them and stuff like that. But I mean, last year I had one that we got for the guy was just trying to give it away because it was a bad situation with his ex, and like I felt bad, like I didn't want to send him a contract that said like 0 on it, so I ended up sending it for 2,000 because I didn't want someone chirping in his ear saying like, you know, what are you doing? And so anyways, I signed that with him. I kicked the tenant out. That was an old girlfriend, and we cleaned, you know, like just hauling all the stuff off and all the costs just to like purchase it. It ended up being like $5 or $6 grand, and then I think I put like 30 into it and sold it for like 165 before
Right.
I even. I had it sold before I even was done. You know, that they closed on it and everything. Like it was just this hedge fund buyer that I had, and so we made it like real good on that one. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of them are like that, and then like I said, a couple of them I had last year that ran into this year. I just held them so long because the contractors were just like crapping all over me. So yeah, I didn't. I don't know. I don't know how much I lost on some of them, but you know, I mean, just kind of dig your way out of those and just keep moving. So
now your main focus is wholesaling.
Well, that's always been the main focus. I'll still do some rehabs, but I mean, I just, like I said, I had too many going at one time. I'm sure a lot of it was my fault, you know, just not like being as attentive as I could have and stuff on them, and then just, I mean, sometimes you can't help the contractors, but You know, I mean, I plan on doing a couple more, or doing some more. I'm just gonna only do like maybe a couple at a time at most, instead of, I think I had 4 or 5 going at one time. So
That's excellent. So what advice would you give to a starting investor, someone who's just getting started right now? What do you think would be the best sage advice you could share with them?
just make sure you're always marketing and getting on the phone and talking with people so that you can be making an offer, and always try to give a seller options so that you can do more deals. Because if you just got one strategy, then if that one strategy doesn't work, then you know that's kind of a dead lead. Whereas if you give them options, it's kind of like a kid. You know, hey, do you want to wear this one or that one? And then they're in control of part of it, and I feel like that helps you do more deals. But it also allows you to get out of more deals. So, you know, if you're just a buy and hold investor and something doesn't work with that, or just a fix and flip, you know, at least you have other ways to get out of that property and minimize your loss.
You want to get into consulting also, don't you?
Yes and no. I mean, I do. It's just I need to get more. For me, I enjoy talking with people, but like for me, it's more like the discipline when it comes to like having to, you know, be, you know, those people are counting on me. So, you know, I need to start holding myself more accountable for like even my day-to-day stuff, and just kind of, instead of like just loosey-goosey kind of all over the board. I don't have as much structure for myself. So, I mean, I do want to do more of it, but I need to buckle down with that part so that I can be, you know, holding myself accountable while I'm trying to hold someone else, you know?
Sure. I'm a big believer in consulting. If you're doing marketing, you're talking to a lot of people, buyers, sellers, investors. A lot of times you don't want to touch the deal. The numbers aren't right, or they don't want to do a deal with you. And then I go into consultation mode, and I'll say, suppose I could help you buy the property, sell the property, invest in the property. I've got some great ideas, some great information, and I'll charge, and you charge a flat fee, and you learn to monetize your time in marketing. That pays for all your marketing and time. And so instead of doing that free consultation that we all get trapped into, you learn to monetize it. And that's something I love. I love doing every day. Not everybody says yes, but I love asking a lot of people, can I play a part and help you with this? I'll charge you a reasonable fee, a lot less than a realtor. James, so good to see you, man.
You too. I'm gonna hop off here because I'm starting to drive now. But
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
What kind of
with
marketing
you.
you do normally? If you don't mind.
I primarily do cold calls and text messages and ringless voicemails. And then if I can't reach them any of those ways, through skip tracing and stuff, then I'll send direct mail. But I save the expensive stuff for like if I can't reach them on the cheap avenues.
Perfect. Thank you.
And I do the opposite.
Yeah,
I
that's what.
spend about an hour a day on social media marketing, which is okay. Whatever works, whatever floats the boat.
Right.
James, have a great weekend, man.
You too,
Thank you,
Claude.
James.
I'll talk to you later. Yeah,
Take
you're
care.
welcome. You guys have a good evening. All right.
You
Bye.
too. I promised Yiming was going to ask me a question, and I promised I was going to go to him next. And any questions you guys have, or if you want anybody out there listening, you want to text or join us, the link is in the chat box here. Let me put it back in there again. There you go. Boom. Yiming, am I saying your name correctly?
Yes,
Tell me
correct.
about yourself.
So I just finished the active duty on October 12th, like 2 months ago.
Thank you for your service. We have great freedom, great life in this country because guys like you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What service were you in?
I was in the Marine Corps.
All right, Semper Fi.
Rah. So after I get out, well, before I got out, I took like a year or so just starting learning the real estate. This is what I mainly focused on. After I got out, I didn't looking for another job, even though the job I had in the Marine Corps was IT related stuff. It's not so hard for me to find another IT job, but I wanted to break the chain, you know, to do something more about my family in the future. So I wanted to start something new. So I have done a lot, kind of like the marketing and stuff. It doesn't really quite working for me.
Why not?
a ringless voicemail, like at the James saying, I did not get a really good quality lead. But again, I never had any sales skills. I'm really not good at talking to strangers.
You're talking to a bunch of strangers right now, and you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, as far as talking to the people that is in need of help and stuff, again, that's kind of some of the mindset I have to change it as well. But as far as talking to the sales perspective, like the way you showed us another night, I think that was fantastic. You know, you always trip them off, like make them, you know, balanced a little bit, and then you go into the opposite. You know, all of the stuff that I was thinking that is definitely some stuff I need to learn for me to close the deal per se. But my main focus right now is I can help those real like the active duties members who bought the house in San Diego, because I met a few of them after they bought the house, and then they got orders, or you know, go to B billets, you know, either being recruiters or drill instructors, and they can't stay in the same property as before, so force them to sell the house or find some property manager. So I wanted to do is if I can help them to do the master leasing, so I will be the one who long lease from their property and, you know, sublease to somebody else. Or if they wanted to sell, I can help them to subject twos or whatever the situation they might be. So this is where I am, and then this is what I focused on. And I think from your, you know, this is great. The strategy, guts, selling, you know, I think it's definitely gonna help me a lot.
Well, it's all about, to me, because what I spoke about to the LA Real Estate Club on Wednesday, was it Wednesday?
Correct.
And today's Friday already. That was like, oh, where do the days go sometimes, huh?
Yes.
I spent a lot of time knocking on doors, flyers, guru to guru, reading all the books, buying all the information. And I was really working hard, but it was starting to get very frustrating for me. The rejection, not finding the deal. And then I'd go back to the gurus and they'd say, oh, we got rich and we did these great deals. And John and Mary did this deal. And they made it sound like it's easy. And I started to beat myself up. What am I doing wrong? Why? I'm listening to them. And what I discovered, I met this remarkable gentleman who was the best salesman I ever met. I talked about him, Max. And he just had this quality of charisma. He could get on the phone, be very relaxed with people, and he was what you call a natural salesman. He knew the right things to say at the right time. That wasn't me. I got on the phone, or I got nervous. I'd clench up, you know. I mean, if I swallowed a piece of coal, a diamond would come out the other end. Okay, that's how tight I was. And I ended up studying him, and he couldn't explain what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He just was a natural. Have you ever met a natural, gifted sales guy? You didn't know you were being sold while he was selling.
Yeah. And
some people have that gift.
Mm-hmm.
We've all heard of that. I'm the kind of guy I need to know why and how and what to say. I need it a little bit. I need to understand it. But I'd watch him on the phone, and he made it sound so easy, and he was very successful. And I said, I got to figure this out. So I studied him, and I did a lot of studies in psychology.
Mm-hmm.
And the really great, and I wanted to break it down. What's the difference? Those 1%ers, how come they can make all the money in the world? Those great salespeople.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked for corporate America. I've sold cars. And there's always one or two people who are always on the top of the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
Are they in the Marines like that too? They seem to rise faster than everybody else.
I'm sure there are still of recruiters can do something like that. But in my job environments, we don't really talk a lot. We normally just get the job done. So it's completely two different environments.
You take your orders.
Talk a lot, yeah.
But what I discovered is that none of the gurus, none of the books really spoke about communication, persuasion, influence, manipulation in a positive sense. Manipulation can be, a lot of people take that as a negative word. I kind of look at it as a positive word. I'm not going to cheat anybody or hurt anybody. I want to solve problems. I want to go to the bank. I want to make money. But so I'd see what he did, and then I wanted to break it down. And that's how I developed the gut sales method into 3 steps: agenda, qualification, close. And then I learned how to ask questions.
Right.
And when you ask questions, and then I kind of combined, I talked about Robert Cialdini, The Psychology of Persuasion. If you've ever, I think I mentioned him on Wednesday. You should really watch him on YouTube. He talks about different psychological triggers like scarcity, reciprocity, authority, conformity or social proof. And these are the things that persuade people. So I studied him. I studied Dr. Eric Berne, transactional analysis. Dr. Berne was a Canadian psychologist in the 60s. He wrote a book called Games People Play. He wanted to understand why people make a lot of decisions based on their ego state. Berne, if you're going to look him up. He was brilliant. I studied Pavlov. He said we could have conditioned responses. That's the guy who rang the bell and the dog started salivating and everything. Studied him. Big influence on me was Milton Erickson, the father of conversational hypnosis. I even went back to school and got a certification in that. Saying the right words at the right time to people. Did I talk about, I think we did a role play of the barbecue in the backyard and everything.
Yes.
You remember that? The steak sizzling on the grill and you can smell it and it's got garlic and salt on it and the vegetable and you can smell that steak sizzling. And meanwhile, the kids are on the lawn playing on the fresh cut grass. And I'd use a lot of smells. You can use the sound, you can sight, of course, taste, touch, and you blend all these different senses together when you're talking to people and while asking questions, while redirecting, while making them emotional. I combined all these things to develop the gut sales method. And I found that while I was learning all this, I was making more money. I was starting to close people instead of giving that boring intellectual presentation. Okay, we got Rick here. Rick is a jewelry salesman. Rick, what's the most, you see a woman come by and she looks at some pretty earrings or a gold necklace. What are you going to start? You're going to tell her about the gold and where it comes from and the mines and everything, or are you going to say how nice, how pretty it makes her look, or how makes her look thinner or something?
We'll talk about more of them, like how they're going to look in the jewelry and what they're, little bit about the jewelry, but more about them.
Why do people,
how they,
go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
No, that's fine.
Ask yourself this one question. Jewelry is expensive. It's a luxury item. Why do people buy jewelry? Emotionally, why do people really buy jewelry?
So they can tell other people that they have reached somewhere in life.
It's vanity, right? Or showing off. Hey, look at me. Look at this. Look at this ring. Look at this.
They can show some
jewelry. Why do people drive? Yiming, you live in LA?
No, I'm in San Diego.
Oh, I live in San Diego too, but I'm in Colorado now. Tell everybody about the cars. What California is all about cars, isn't it?
Yes.
What are the cars? What's the most important thing to people in California? Cars, right?
Right.
How many? When you go on the 8 or the 805 or the 15 or the 5, what kind of cars do you see sometimes?
The nice looking and the muscle car.
Nice cars, Lexuses, Cadillacs,
right?
BMWs.
Right.
Do Californians love their cars? What if a Hyundai, which is a great car, or I like Hondas. I'm a Honda guy. I love Honda. I drive a Cadillac now, but I always drove Hondas because they were reliable, they were safe. I love my Honda. I really miss my Honda Pilot now. But I needed a bigger car for my business, and a car that's good in snow. But why if a Hyundai or a Kia, which doesn't cost much, gets you 4 wheels and engine, it gets you wherever you want to go. Why would someone pay 4, 5, 10 times as much money to drive a oh my gosh, what's that battery powered car? That nice one? Tesla. Why would someone instead of spending 15 to 20,000 for a car, spend 60, 70, 80,000 for a BMW or something?
It's how they make they feel. It's how they make they feel.
Can a car make you feel better? How you doing, Philip?
What's going on? What's up?
How you doing, buddy? I talked with you earlier today.
Of course, man. I was practicing more what you told me today.
Good for you.
I got rejected though, but because I was stuttering.
So yeah, you did fine. So people buy jewelry to make them feel good and to make a statement to their peers. Look at me. Look at this gold chain, man. I'm somebody.
Even though they don't like them, though.
What's that?
Even though they don't like them, though.
Who doesn't?
Like the people they're trying to impress, we don't like them. They just show that I got it. Be honest.
Well, do you think are people impressed? Are people impressed by vanity, by luxury items? Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
Thanks for joining. Nice to have a lady join us. Great. Are people, Jessica, topic of the day, are people impressed by materialism, by nice cars, by jewelry, by things like that?
Well, it depends on the type of person.
I'm a shallow.
Probably.
I'm a very shallow, easy.
For the shallow people, yes.
Okay.
For us shallow people, we love a nice car.
One of my favorite movies is Shallow Hal. You remember that movie?
Yes.
where he's stuck in the elevator with Anthony Robbins and everything.
Yeah, that's funny.
So if we know people can be impressed or want to be impressed, should we sell to people differently? Or should we give them facts and figures and square footage? Or should we sell emotionally to get them intrigued and interested?
Yeah,
definitely.
Emotionally,
yeah, for sure.
That's the way I sell all day long, and I use something called a reverse psychology, a redirection. I love to go to people, buyers, sellers in real estate, and I'll say, you don't really want to sell your home, do you, Jessica?
Right.
It's a beautiful home. Right? You should. Where are you going to live? And it went up in value. Maybe it'll go up even more in value. You don't really want to sell it, do you, Ms. Stokes?
Yeah.
And you would reply, I'm selling it because, and then you go down the list, right?
It's like if you step towards someone, they'll step away from you. If you step back from them, they'll step towards you.
Yeah. Yeah. But if we hit them direct in the face, oh, let me tell you about real estate. Let me tell you about how great my company is, how wonderful I am and everything.
Yeah.
They go, I think they drift off. They go into that little daydream land. At least I do.
Sure. So true.
I am the easiest person in the world to sell, and nobody knows how to sell me.
So what's your sell? What's your secret?
To sell me?
Yeah.
Make it emotional.
What's your weakness? What's your weak link?
Bring me a puppy dog. Talk about food. Talk about make it so emotional. Talk about money. Claude, when I call up an investor, I would say, Mr. Yang, you wouldn't be interested in a property that could make you $80,000 this year, would you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, great. My name's Claude Diamond. I've got a contract on a property, and I can't do the deal right now because I'm involved in other transactions. I'm looking to sell this contract, and you have an opportunity. Are you in a liquid enough position to take advantage of this deal if you and I decide to do business today?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Great. Off the role play.
You don't have to wear the mask when it's virtual.
Yeah. Wait, I'll put on my favorite mask.
Is that the
I
money
know
bag?
that's what would sell you a good bottle of beer.
Is that a
There you
money
go.
I
bag?
gotta go put my boyfriend's dinner in. I'll be right back.
Okay, make him
Hold on.
cook his own dinner.
That's Crown Royal bag.
Hey, Claude, is that the money bag?
That's a small money bag, but yeah, it works. It works. So
Cloud,
go ahead.
I have a quick question. Like, you uh, do social marketing with social media instead of sending the ads, so people call you, right? So every
Right.
day, and you said you spend an hour to 2 hours doing it. So what do you
1 hour.
normally do?
Honestly,
I'm planning to start it.
I am so busy with my business.
Right.
Did you ever have a day where you get up? I get up early in the morning, 5:36, and then I wake up and it's, oh my God, it's beer time already. It's like the day just goes so fast sometimes.
Right. So what kind of what do you do normally? Like make YouTube like thing?
I'll make a list here. Let me show you. This is my actual messy desk. These are all my notes, pieces of scrap paper, notes, and I'll write down ideas for topics. And then
Okay.
I'll go into Zoom. I'll record a 2-3 minute video from all these little ideas here. This is just on my desk right now. These are all ideas and things.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll go make a video on
Okay.
Zoom because I love the quality of Zoom. It's better. It seems they have enhancements that make it so much better. And I'll take that video. I'll go to YouTube. I'll hit the upload button, and then I'll share it with all the different social media: LinkedIn, Blogger, Facebook, Twitter. And these people will follow. If you keep it interesting, contemporary, these people will follow you.
Okay.
And then you're subliminally selling these people. You're trying to gain credibility with them. I give away better information than what other people sell.
Okay.
Just to attract, a law of attraction. What's the law of attraction all about?
Right.
It's like what you both want or what you both need.
Right. And how do I gain credibility with somebody? I'm a total stranger. Everybody's always commercializing and trying to sell. How do I gain credibility with another individual from zero, from ground zero? I've got to give them quality content and maybe give them incentives, something for free consultation, free book, free mind map. And then every week, 2, 3, 5 different videos with contemporary content that's compelling. I love that word, compelling.
I have a question, Jen. I have a question. What
But
if
you've been
if you
doing
don't
for a
have?
while. But
I was gonna ask, what if you don't have nothing like free to give them, like a book or anything like that?
Make something up. Be creative. Make up a mind map. I
Give
love.
give them a compliment.
Say again, Jessica.
Give them a compliment.
Stroke, nurture people all the time. I'm always doing part of that. How do you gain? Cialdini said that the number one way to persuade people, the best psychological trigger, is likability.
Mm.
You can't jump to trust from ground zero, but if you can get you ever see people at a party, they just walk into a room and they just they're like a moth, they're like the light bulb and the moth come to them. They just have that, hi, how are you? And they're just that dynamic, energetic person. Now, I'm a shy guy deep down inside. Okay, but when I go on, when I want to sell or persuade people, I flip a switch because I gotta. How do you get people to like and trust you? If you can get people to like and trust you, you blow away your competition who are spending a lot more money, have a lot fancier offices and everything else. Jessica, are you a part of Bill Tan's group? Is that how I know you?
Yeah, well, I know Bill. I know you through Dave, obviously.
Oh, right. Okay, I remember you now.
Yeah. So, and I know Bill Tan as well, of course. He's awesome.
Yeah, Bill Tan is one of the. I embarrass him all the time. I don't like. Can I tell you guys a secret? Shh. I don't like most of the gurus and people out there. I think they're self-absorbed and manipulative, and Bill Tan really cares.
Yeah, he does.
Bill's one of the good guys in the business, and I like the good guys.
He is for sure.
Good information.
I know you were with him. Weren't you doing some seminars last night with him?
Yes. No, Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Did a live Zoom on there. I don't know. Yiming, does Bill put the video online or something like that? From Wednesday.
I think it's for public, but if you're part of LA area, you can watch the videos if you're the member of it. If it's not, then it's not a public.
Okay, because I'd love to see. Did we have fun? And you can tell me if I. But didn't we have a lot of fun on Wednesday?
We definitely had, yeah.
Crazy Claude was feeling good that night. I was drinking beer and eating Ben and Jerry's in front of everybody. We opened up. I was tangled up in all the Christmas electric lights all over me. I'm a clown. We had so much fun.
That was good. Yeah.
How we can watch it?
That's what I was asking. How can we watch that, Yiming? Is there a way to get hold of that video?
You'll have to contact with Bill.
You're right.
And the link for it. I know he recorded.
Okay. Yeah, I did send him an email, but I haven't. He's a busy guy, but I'm sure he'll get back to me. It was how long were we on? 2.5 hours or something?
Yeah, something like that. Definitely, yeah, about 2 hours.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time. Absolutely. So, what's for dinner, by the way, Jessica? What did you make your boy?
We're making homemade pizza. So unfortunately, because we're in Huntsville, Alabama tonight. My boyfriend he got his new job out here. He does aerospace.
Wow.
So I'm only going to be able to tune in for a couple more minutes because we got the homemade pizza going, but with all the fresh veggies on it and everything. So, but I did want to at least tune in and say hi for a few minutes.
You know what you're doing right now, don't you? you're becoming a persuader. Do you know why is the food channels on YouTube and all? Why are they the most popular? They have millions and millions of subscribers. Why is the food channel the most popular on YouTube?
Because people like to get fat.
People like to eat. But let's go deeper than that. Is food emotional?
Yes.
So when Jessica, if you were trying to sell me that homemade pizza and you wanted to use the whole 5 senses, the sight, the smell, the taste, the touch of your tongue to the pizza, or hearing it sizzle,
crunchiness of the crust.
And did you say you put fresh vegetables on it? What kind of
peppers, olives, mushrooms?
Oh, I love olives. What kind of green or black olives?
Black olives.
Oh, I love olives.
Got to be black. Yeah.
No, total vegan. No pepperoni.
No, we got some meat on this one.
Oh, tell me about the meat. Love the
pepperoni, sausage. Beautiful, beautiful.
So when you get that slice and you bend it in half and it makes that little crackle sound and you bite into it. What's it? The pepperoni, the sausage,
and then the cheese kind of stretches, mozzarella.
Oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful.
Oh, do you open up a nice bottle of wine with it? It's Friday night.
Oh yeah.
What's a red wine, a white wine? Probably a red one. Nice California red, Pinot Noir, right? Yeah. Yeah. You have that hot pizza, burns the roof of your mouth a little bit while you're chewing a sausage, and then you take a little sip of that really nice wine. What am I doing? What time are you guys coming over? Yeah. Jessica, do you know what we're doing right now? This is called Guts 2.0. This is called conversational hypnosis. Okay. We are using our words and all the different senses embedded in those words. Oh, can you smell that pizza in the oven right now? That smell. Do you ever? It's like Thanksgiving. You know that smell in the house, in Grandma's house when Thanksgiving, and with the turkey and the stuffing and everything. Well, is that one of the 10 greatest smells in the world? Thanksgiving. So great. So great. Okay, what's going through everyone's mind right now? Pizza, of course. Pizza. It's in everybody's mind. Can you imagine through our words, we got everybody salivating like Pavlovian dogs, and we've got a picture in everybody's mind right now.
Because I'm in New York.
How powerful is that?
I know. It's incredibly powerful. It's the most powerful thing, isn't it?
Imagine you could do that in real estate or in life insurance, whatever you're selling. You can put pictures in people's minds and get them emotionally involved.
Talk about security and stability and home and all the things that make a person feel happy and secure.
Oh, you can make someone, when I talk about a home, I'll talk about, imagine you're having family and friends over and these great smells are coming from the kitchen. And then afterwards, you and your significant other, you're cuddling in front of the fireplace. You got a nice glass of brandy. You got a nice snuggly blanket. You're warm, you're safe and everything. I don't know if that's the kind of home you want.
Oh yeah. Sounds amazing.
And boom.
And the beach just down the way or the mountains.
Oh, and you go down the beach.
You go for a hike.
You're holding hands. You're walking down the beach. You know that smell of the fresh salt air and everything. And you're holding hands, and it's just, and the moon's coming up, and it's just a moment. And you can, everything is perfect in your world. You're not worried about the dry cleaning or the traffic or anything like that. Off the role play. This is gut selling. This is the art. This is the art. It's art, but it's also psychology too.
Yeah. And
this is the way you don't have to tell people, nobody wants to hear about the square footage, the cubic centimeters. They don't want to hear all the facts and see, most people sell with intellectual presentations.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there, we're with Keller Williams. We have offices. We have 3 gazillion offices all over the place and everything, and we can help you market your home and everything. Does that resonate with somebody emotionally?
Not really.
Not really. But when you talk about the pizza with the sausage and the
the cookies.
Oh, cookies. Oh, what? You know what? I can't go into malls, and I haven't gone into a mall in a long time with this pandemic. But did you ever walk in a mall? What's the in the food court?
Yeah.
What's the one place that devastates me is Cinnabon.
Oh, I know.
You walk past that little square thing and you watch them make it with the butter and everything. It's like
oh my god,
8 billion calories in that one thing.
I know. I used to work out at the downtown Horton Plaza Mall. I used to work at the gym down there, and then I'd go up one floor and I'd stop, and there would be my favorite women's clothing store, Guess. So I'd go in there and I'd be like, well, I worked out tonight. I can treat myself to an item of clothing. So I'd buy it, spend $100 on a new dress or whatever. Then I go up to the top of the stairs where my car's parked, and there would be Cinnabon. So I would, say, hey, I worked out, I earned this. So I'd buy my Cinnabon. And then I realized I can't work out at that gym anymore, because every time I'd go, I'd buy a new dress and I'd eat a Cinnabon. So I kind of killed that.
When I was a kid, my mom used to get all the women's magazines, Women's Day and Ladies' Home Journal. And what are the 2 things in every good women's art? Generally, what are the 2 good articles they always have in every magazine? Diet and food.
It's true.
It's a yin yang sort of thing.
And skincare.
Yeah, and skincare.
Beauty.
It's beauty, but then they tell you and how to lose weight and chewing bubble gum and everything, and then they give you, and then how to make the world's most decadent cheesecake.
Oh yeah, I know, on the next page, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
How about what's the other great smell? What are the 10 greatest smells in the world that make you immediately think of food? Popcorn.
Ooh, popcorn.
How many people? Who can hear? Cinnamon at a Cinnabon. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What other great cookies? Famous. Yeah. Oh, what's the good? Is it Mrs. Fields in the mall?
Oh, yeah.
Those chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And that smell just hits you about 300 yards away from the outlet there.
Yep. I love the smell of garlic too. For me, garlic.
No. I'm going to try and top this. Garlic fried in butter.
Yes, exactly. With lobster.
Oh, no, that's unfair. And a glass of champagne on the side. Champagne
Yeah.
goes great with lobster.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is everybody who's listening to this hungry yet? But seriously, if you can, what we've been talking about the last 10 minutes, if you can take these different stimulating words, we're not showing food. We're not showing lobster dipped in butter or pizza or anything. We're just talking about it.
Right.
How can you talk? How can you use words that go to people's minds? And then I don't know about you guys, but I gotta get a tissue here, and I'm drooling. Okay.
So I gotta go be with my man and have some pizza.
Tell him I said hi. He's a lucky.
Yeah, I
guy.
will.
He's
And
a lucky guy to have someone
keep
like
me
you.
tuned in on the webcam so I can tune in every week.
Okay, well, take care. Thanks for joining us.
I might see you a bit later, but otherwise I'll catch you soon.
Only if you drink beer.
Have a good night, you guys.
Take care.
Bye.
You too. Take care, Jessica.
What was the point of that? All that food we took and the smells and the taste. How about the crunch? Do you ever bite into a crunchy Southern fried, a really good Popeyes Southern fried chicken or a Cajun chicken, and you get that crunch?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that Filipino chain that's in San Diego? You mean there's a Filipino chain that's makes the best chicken ever. They have a couple of them, and one's in National City, I think. Oh,
Filipino?
it's a Filipino restaurant chain. Oh, it's like Smiling or somebody help me out with the. Oh God, where's our comments here? Let's talk. Is somebody in the comments here? Oh, let's go to our comments here. I haven't been acknowledged. Jeff Hensley, they develop learned skills and sit back and enjoy the results. There you go. Michael Buckles is here. Michael is one of my superstars in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, food is very, very emotional. Jeff Palian, how you doing, Jeff? Talk about someone's pets, their cats or dogs. You know what's the easiest way in college? You know what's the easiest way to meet girls when I was in college? Borrow somebody's cute puppy and go down to the boardwalk. I went to school near Atlantic City and just walk down the boardwalk with a cute puppy. Guess what happens when you walk with a cute puppy?
A lot of people will come here pat him.
Oh God, it's like a crowd around you. Oh, that dog is so cute and everything like that. Amazing. Jeff said the smell of burgers cooking on a grill. Burgers in butter, right? I'm a Julia Child fan. What did Julia Child cook everything in? Butter. But butter and garlic make everything taste better. Absolutely. But it also, we're having a lot of fun here. But when we talk, somebody said bacon. Buccaneer said bacon. Absolutely. Is anything smell better than bacon, Buccaneer? It's one of the 10 greatest smells in the world. Oh, Robbie Elf helped me. Jollibee. Jollibee is one of the best. It's an up and coming chain. It's from the Philippines, and they make the best chicken you've ever had. I mean, talk about, is chicken good because it's chicken or because of the crunch?
I did not know that. I will definitely check that out.
It's in San Diego. I think there's one in Chula Vista or National City or something like that.
Yeah, there is.
Really, it's really good. We've got some other people coming on here. Oh yeah, bacon. Yeah, Buccaneer, you had me. It's like Jerry Maguire. You had me at hello. You had me at bacon. Absolutely. But can we use these? We're just using words here, and words can create pictures in people's minds. So when you're selling, if you can use your words the right way and put that picture in someone's mind, you make it very emotional. And when you make people emotional, guess what they say? Guess what they say? They say yes. They say yes right away. It's just amazing. You guys have any questions I can answer at a time? I'm going to leave here because my dinner is on the table tonight in a few minutes. And any particular questions or something I can help you with? I'm going to open up another beer here.
What are you having for dinner?
We're having tacos Tonight's a mishmash. We're having lobster cakes, we're having tacos, and I've got some short ribs in the crock pot. Tonight was just like crazy. Every now and then Claudia and I say, "Oh, let's just do all these different little things." And tonight is kind of like tapas night. The Spanish. You ever been to Spain?
No.
In Spain, they have something wonderful called tapas, where you get all these different wonderful little dishes. You got to buy a drink, and some of the Spanish restaurants, they'll actually give you free little tasty things, sardines and meat dishes and all these different little wonderful dishes, as long as you keep buying drinks. What are you having for dinner? We're talking a lot about food tonight. Is everybody that hungry?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to open up a Boulevard American Satsone. Oh, here, look at that. It's foaming up. Where is this from? Let's see. 8.5% alcohol, 38 IBUs. This is a strong beer. This is a very strong, and I know it's from the Midwest, but I can't tell you exactly where. Need my magnifying glass, which is not here. I don't know where it went. So let's do a little pour here. This is beer with Claude. Look at that foam. Yeah, baby. Oh, that's a good beer. Wow. Tank 7. Nice beer. Jollibee. You're right, Rob. Absolutely. Do we have a last minute question so I can help somebody while I'm guzzling down my beer here? My Tank 7. Last shot. Anybody have a question? Dave Skolnick's trying to get on, but it's not working very well for him.
I guess I'll look through a little bit more material. You send it out. I still go through all of it at this particular time.
Would you like to schedule with me a private session, you mean?
Yes, that would be great.
On my webpage, claudediamond.com, and you can go there and you can actually go into my private or my entourage calendar, and you can just schedule a session with me.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd love to speak with you privately for 15 to 30 minutes. I can give you some good ideas and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. And if anybody else who is listening here, I have a free book, claudediamond.com. You go to my webpage, you can get a free book on gut sales technique, which I developed from my experiences from my mentor, how to give good phone, how to have fun on the phone, how to close people in, believe it or close and or qualify in 3 minutes or less, and how to make sales fun again. So that's on my webpage, claudediamond.com, or you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation. I love talking to people. I love doing deals. I think real estate is a great business, but in order to be successful, my feelings are you have to be superb in your communication skills, in your ability to persuade and influence people. If you just wait for the deal to come to you, you can find the deal, but can you negotiate the deal? That's the key. That absolutely. Anyway, was any other questions from anybody? If not, I'm going to call it a night. This has been fun. I wish everybody, all my Jewish friends, happy Hanukkah. I think it is the second night of Hanukkah. Christmas is coming super fast. Is Christmas what, 13? Is it on the 24th again? That's a joke. Okay. It's always on the 24th. It's what, 13 days away? Has everyone done their shopping? Have you done your shopping yet?
No.
No? Are people going to shopping mall? It's the 25th? No, it's the 24th. Oh, it's the 25th? Is it 20? I always forget. 24th is Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Christmas Eve day, which is kind of a day off for a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, for us, we take 4 days off. Normally, we got Thursday, Friday off.
I love it.
Weekend, so.
What is better than
the mall
days
closes
off?
early on Christmas Eve, and then we are closed on Christmas Day.
Yeah. And then the 26th to recover. Then you go back to work for one day, and then you take off for New Year's Eve day, right? New Year's Eve.
Pretty much.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know. It's going to be weird this year, isn't it? Are people going to the malls? Rick, are people going to the shopping malls?
Yes, they are. I was
Okay.
surprised. Like, yeah, it's less traffic as compared from last year, but still there are people here.
Do you think people are going to shopping malls because they just want to see other people? They're tired of being cooped up.
Probably.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I work every day. I love, because I work from home. So even on a day off, I'll put in some time. I never have a day off. Hey, listen, guys, I've got to go. It's dinner time. Thanks for joining Beer with
Thank
Claude.
you.
You guys are great. Be safe, be happy, drink beer, and use the gut sales method if you can. Take care. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Claude. Bye.